Well, they say all good things must come to an end, and we are come to the conclusion of mandatory minicamp for the Detroit Lions. Now we're going to the last week of OTAs, which will be about a week from today? About a week from today. This time next week we'll be either done or in the midst of it. And then the fellas are completely off until training camp. Now, for those of you who want to know, I wanted to see if training camp was open right now, if they had the dates, and they do not. But you can go to DetroitLions.com, or better yet, you can type in Detroit Lions Training Camp 2024. It should give you a link that you can click on that will take you to the DetroitLions.com, where you can put in your name and email address, and they will email you when the dates for training camp become available. They will be known sometime this month. So I would assume after the OTAs are done, after that final week is done, then we will know when Detroit Lions training camp is. So I'm going to say, I want to say we got about a solid month after the last week of OTAs until we get to training camp, but it'll be here before you know it. So it looks like the fellas just had fun today. Did a little bit of situational drills and things like that. But I'm going to put this in here. This is coming from TWENTYMAN. They did a thing where Kirby Joseph was playing quarterback. But here is some situational work coming from the Detroit Lions last day of mandatory minicamp. It says there was some serious work getting done Thursday too, meaning after the joking with Kirby Joseph. And it was a tough situational drill for the offense, trailing 30-21. So that's 2 scores with 1:59 left. With the ball on the 30, the offense had to score twice to win. Here's how it went. Here's the first team offense versus the first team defense. Now, I have not read this. I have not read this. So I'm going to be surprised with you guys reading it for the first time. I'm hoping that the defense won this round. I really am. So let's find out. It says Jared Goff and the offense were able to move the ball into field goal range with a little over a minute left to trim the lead to 30-24, as both Michael Badgley and James Turner made 55-yard kicks. Then they simulated using all 3 timeouts to get the ball back. And after a punt into the end zone by Jack Fox, the offense started at their own 20 with 1:02 left. So they had to go 80 yards to score, 1:02 on the clock. Goff got the offense out to the defensive side of the 45-yard line with completions to Jameson. I'm assuming that's Jameson Williams. There he goes again. Antoine Green and Sam Laporta. But that's as far as they go. Williams had a chance to make a touchdown catch late in the drill, but let a deep ball slip through his hands in the end zone. Win for the defense. That's the first team, so I'm not confusing it. How could I confuse Isaiah Williams with Jameson Williams? Made a video about him yesterday, but this ain't about J-Mo. This is to that guy in the comment section that said Jameson Williams almost didn't drop the pass that I said he almost dropped in yesterday's breakdown. He absolutely almost dropped it. And today, he actually did. Slip right through his hands. It was NFC title game all over again, okay? Jameson has got to get that together. He's got to. For every spectacular catch Jameson makes, he will drop one as well. He's got to get that together. So if this was a real game situation, we would have lost. Again, I'm not going to be too hard on J-Mo. J-Mo was, to me, the brightest spot in the NFC title game, but please don't act like I don't know what I'm talking about, all right? Jameson Williams will be all of that if he can hold on to the football. Come on, J-Mo. We need you to do that. Doesn't seem like the defense was able to stop the offense. Seems like Jameson Williams dropped the pass. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think, doesn't seem like the offense was able to, but in the defense's defense, our offense is top 3, top 5, easy, right? So it's hard for anybody to stop. The San Francisco 49ers really couldn't stop our offense. We stopped ourselves, right? So I don't think that's a negative on the defense, but it would have been great to hear that it was an interception or something like that. But I think when it comes to you guys, it was a lose-lose situation. Like if it was an interception or a fumble or something Jared Goff did, y'all would have been like, see, he got his money and now he's trash and blah, blah, blah. So J-Mo, catch the ball, bro. We need you to do that. And for all the praise I gave him yesterday, I'm going to give him equal amounts of criticism. He's got to be able to do that. Jameson Williams, even though he stepped up in that title game, he was the last time we scored a touchdown, and we could have tried to, we tried to get the ball back, couldn't make it happen. So he just got to be more consistent in catching the football, man. That's what we need him to do. Now let's take a look at the second team offense and second team defense. So this would be Hendon Hooker, I would assume. Like Goff, here we go. Hendon Hooker was able to move the offense into field goal range on the first possession, but both Badgley and Turner made long kicks to trim the score again to 30-24. This time, however, Fox dropped a punt at the 3-yard line with just 43 seconds left for the offense to try to go 97 yards to win. A few dinks and dunks by Hooker used too much time off the clock, and the offense was only able to get out to the 29-yard line. Another win for the defense and a tough drill for the offense. All right. So they started on the 3. And Hendon Hooker and the second team was able to move 26 yards. 26 yards. All right. I know a lot of y'all are not going to want to hear this. Not going to want to hear it. But the reality is, Hendon Hooker has to make a massive leap in preseason. I would be surprised if the Lions, I don't know. See, Hendon is tough. It's tough because you can't put him on a practice squad because that's too risky. You want to have this guy as the backup quarterback, but is he ready? Is he ready to be the backup? This is the perfect, you know what? This is actually the perfect situation for Hendon to have been in, because this is the type of thing we would need him to do. If Jared Goff went down, got hurt in the final quarter or something like that, or we needed a score, Hendon, could he come in and get it done? Right? So this is not about Hendon Hooker and his ability. This is about him being ready or not. And with this being essentially his rookie year, maybe he's just not ready. Okay? So we got a guy that y'all don't want to talk about, but I keep hearing his name float around about Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill, man, 1-year deal, because no to Nate Sudfeld. Make Hendon Hooker the emergency quarterback, because I don't think you can have 3 on the roster. All right. But the rule, man, I'm having trouble understanding it. I don't know if it's you can have 3, but you can't. I don't know. So let me know in the comments below because I read the rule and still kind of don't understand it. But we might have to invest in a quarterback, because it will definitely not be Nate Sudfeld, because you already know what I'm gonna say. Now, as far as the kicking competition, every day we tend to every time we do one of these recaps, we end the day on the kicking competition. Here's how it went. It says, obviously, the field goal kicking is going to be a big part of the competition between Badgley, Turner, and whoever else they might bring. But something also to consider is how well they can place kickoffs into the new landing zone between the 20-yard line and the goal line. A kick that hits short of the landing zone is treated like a kickoff, but out of bounds and spotted at the 40-yard line. A kick that hits the end zone and is down starts at the 30-yard line. Being able to place the ball in the landing zone away from returners is going to be a critical skill moving forward. So if you didn't get that, if the kickoff hits at the 21, okay, it will be placed at the 40. That means we are going to have an offensive year. If the kickoff hits at the 20 or the 20 and beyond, you put it at the 40, just like it went out of bounds at the 40-yard line, right? If it hits the goal line, and the ball used to come out to the 20, now it comes out to the 30, right? This is going to be intriguing to watch, because the guy that we keep talking about, Jake Bates, he was a kickoff specialist. He just started taking field goal duties. So that's what he does, right? Now, I know that Michael Badgley does not kick. He does not do kickoff. He does field goal kicks. So one thing that if the Detroit Lions decided to bring in a Jake Bates, he could also do kickoffs. James Turner, he could also do kickoffs. So in my opinion, you've got Michael Badgley, who's got the experience and is the veteran, but is limited. And he's not consistent enough when it matters. Then you have the undrafted rookie free agent in James Turner, and then the, in my hope, inevitable bringing in of Jake Bates from the Michigan Panthers, whose season may be over as early as Saturday. And if you haven't heard, if your team did not make the playoffs, you can sign with an NFL team. So if Jake Bates' season was to end on Saturday, then he could be on the phone with an NFL team, I'm assuming later that night. So let me know your thoughts. Now, I don't know what is going to happen from here on out. I don't know if the veterans, Jared Goff and all those guys are gone. I did watch Aleem McNeil's interview. He said he was going to be in Michigan. He was going to be in Michigan, so he was going to come to and work out and stuff like that during the final week of organized team activity. So he's going to be in the area already. So he figured, why not come work out, get some work in and stuff like that. So I don't know how much is going to come out of the last week of OTAs, but we are gearing up for that time where there's nothing going on. And I'm going to keep it a buck, man. I'm actually okay. Usually this is the worst time of year, but I'm okay because the offseason has moved so fast. And I mean, when we come back, like I said, the training camp dates will be announced sometime this month. I would expect them in the next two to 3 weeks or so. And then after that, I mean, once the training camp dates come out, in my opinion, it's already training camp for real. So, but stay tuned to the channel. I appreciate you guys. We hit 20.8 today. There will be a giveaway that happens at 21K. I've got my eyes on some small things that I could probably give away. So look forward to that when we hit 21K. So consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. I would appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Don't forget, this channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.